Dear students, it is the third video for week 15, lecture 30, and we are talking about economic or infrastructural development and the social development of Pakistan. As in the second video, I draw a brief sketch of the Pakistani infrastructure and social development right from the colonial era till the time of the Zulfikar Ali Bhutto. Well, in 80s, Pakistani economic and social development and infrastructural development took a different twist. Russians invaded Afghanistan and captured, and they were eyeing on and they were casting an evil eye on Balochistan and affiliated areas, as that was the lasting dream of the Russia to control over the warm waters of Arabian Sea, Gulf and the Indian Ocean, and so to control the oil rich areas of the Middle East. Pakistan was completely threatened because Pakistan had already faced a huge cut from Russia and India in 1971. It was the time General Zia had taken over the country as a military dictator, and he decided to launch jihad against the British, against the Russians. Americans backed General Zia in terms of money, resources, and weapons because Russia was a strong enemy and opposition to the capitalist economies of the world. That's why a furious battle termed as Cold War started, and resultantly the Russians faced a huge defeat, and Russia had to leave not just Afghanistan but was divided into many portions, and a new powers emerged out of the breaking of Russia into pieces, like Kyrgyzstan, Turkmenistan, Azerbaijan, Armenia, Ukraine, and many other countries. They were they got liberty just because of the Afghan war, and this miracle goes to Afghan people, Mujahideen, and Pakistan. But in that era, Pakistan remained the front-line state, and Pakistan had just restructured the army and they advanced in weaponry. Fine. Plus, some political and legal developments were made by General Zia, and country was uh, means projected towards the Islamic teachings. However, uh, these actions are taken as objections by the various political parties, but it is well said that the General Zia controlled the country, however, with power, but that remained peaceful. Foreign policy of Pakistan remained very aggressive, and Pakistan won lots of successes. But same time, Pakistan had some losses. But unfortunately, General Zia died in a conspiracy or air crash and again the civil government came in 1993. Mohtharma Benazir Bhutto in 1990 and onward 1993. Mohtharma Benazir Bhutto became the Prime Minister of Pakistan, and here some development was made in agriculture sector and the health sector. Well, and second phase, that was Nawaz Sharif came as the prime means chief minister of Punjab and later on prime minister of Pakistan. So he started two mega projects. One mega project, and that was motorways, connecting the entire country with the different areas, and their main plan was to facilitate the farmers and industrialists to take their production timely to the markets and to the international markets, so that Pakistan may take benefit. And truly, motorways prove this, that they are quite beneficial for Pakistan, and also they introduced the people with international level traveling facility and scenic beauty. Well, in 1998, when Pakistan made the uh, atomic explosions, many economic sanctions were imposed by Pakistan by the Western countries. But in the same time, Kargil war happened, and Pakistan had to face lots of criticism, and also the dogs of war prevailed over the country. Plus, the country met with another revolution. In 1999, General Musharraf took the advantage and toppled the government of Nawaz Sharif. Well, in 2001, not just Pakistan, but the history of structured development and social development altogether changed. Yes, 2001, the fall of Twin Towers in America. That gave an excuse or a propagated excuse to the Western world in leadership of America to destroy the countries like Afghanistan, Iraq, and many others in name of war of terrorism, weapons of mass destruction, but they had different agenda. Well, Pakistan being the frontline state in the time of Musharraf, Pakistan's U-turn policy came to be very harmful for Pakistan in terms of the total national loss. Basic infrastructure timely stopped, war prevailed in all the country, more security was required, latest equipment was required. But however, there happened some change. Number one, cellular companies all over the world were attracted to Pakistan. Entertainment was open. Different companies started working in Pakistan. Pakistan was facilitated in terms of education, and recently most of the PhDs were the PhD of that time when indigenous scholarship was provided to the people. Well, economic and cultural relations were sustained between the different countries. Fine. So we find the country in 2000 and 2001 that was entirely different. Later on, in Musharraf's era, under the CAF League, some projects were more visible, like 1122 safety measures, they were developed. Well, right in 2005, as you understand, Pakistan was hit by a mega disaster like earthquake, and in 2007, Pakistan developed the National Disaster Management Policy and a particular department. Well, uh, then political war continued. Musharraf had to leave the country, and Muslim League Noon came into power, and they introduced two or three major sub projects like metro, laptop scheme, and the Orange train, plus others. Meanwhile, in all these years, privatization remained a continuous tool. Private investors kept inviting the people, were invited, and they started the uh, taking part in the national economy. However, in the same era, the power projects were installed by the governments, and the projects like Neelam Jhelum, like the Amir Pasha Dam, and many other dams that were chalked out, and practically the operations started on this project. Well, in the same phase, the mega project was CPAC, that was reinvented and negotiated with all the major stakeholders between China and Pakistan, and finally the CPAC was functionalized. However, in the same situation, in the same era, Pakistan had to face the first proxy war by India, Israel, and some other neighbors who helped out India in launching the conspiracy, terrorism, killing. Kulbhushan Yadav, Uzair Baloch, and many other terrorists are the gifts of those neighbors. Well, in this overview, we come to know that Pakistan political economy remained under serious test and revolutions, both in terms of international pressure or sanctions, proxy wars, internal power struggle between establishment and the social, or sorry, and the political, civil political leadership, corruption, and the weak justice system. Well, whatever a little progress Pakistan has made is just a blessing of Almighty Allah, that owing to Pakistan's strategic location and capacity to survive in hard situations, has again provided Pakistan an opportunity to become an ally with Russia, China, Azerbaijan, Turkey, and the countries of the Central Asia. Although some people assume that this is a reawakening of the Asian powers, so we have to utilize this opportunity for better infrastructural and social development of our country. Thank you very much.